Oh, today's video? Yeah, you might have heard of him. The Brotherhood of Steel? Does that ring a bell? Nah, the Brotherhood of Steel goes out of its way to make their presence known, don't they? They're kind of the cover of all these games. You might like or dislike them already. I'm not sure. But did you know that there are 7 real, legitimate reasons to skip this faction in Fallout 4? Curious, huh? Well, stay tuned. Reason number 1. They have no loyalty to their own members. The Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout 4 goes out of their way to show you that the loyalty they show to their members goes exactly as far as the usefulness of that member.
Would I ever leave this company? Look, I'm all about loyalty.
I mean, the writers explicitly show you that Danse has always been loyal. He has been an exemplary member of the Brotherhood of Steel. Yet when they realize he's a synth, they want you to kill him.
In fact, I feel like part of what I'm getting paid for here is my loyalty.
And if you refuse, they show up to kill him.
But if there were somewhere else that valued that loyalty more highly...
The only way you can stop them is by threatening to leave or intervene.
I'm going wherever they value loyalty the most.
You are here to play a video game. You are here to escape from reality. Fallout 4 is a game that is trying to allow you to make your own choices. So why would you willingly join a group that would kill you as soon as you stepped out of line? Reason number 2. There is nothing they offer that is unique. So look, each of the factions in Fallout 4 is designed to offer you something unique to aid you in a certain playstyle. And honestly, each thing that is offered is pretty cool, but for the Brotherhood, it's supposed to be power armor. And while it's cool to be carried around in a minigun-equipped vertibird while clad in power armor, it pales significantly to being able to teleport instantly to and from the Institute anywhere in the wasteland.
What a piece of junk!
She'll make 0.5 past light speed. She may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts, kid.
If you plan on playing survival, which is way more fun to be fair, I must say having teleportation is like playing survival mode on easy mode. And vertibird travel is like the way less cool, ugly sister of the family. Every power armor piece you can get from the Brotherhood can just be grinded out on your own. You really don't need them for anything specific. Reason number 3. Their ending is the least fun. Now, I know what you're thinking. Booting up Liberty Prime and watching it go around destroying all the enemies is pretty cool. But listen to what I'm saying, okay? You just watch. If you think this ending is cool, there might be a cuck chair in your future because you like watching more than participating. If I were to play 10 minutes of uninterrupted footage of me following Liberty Prime, then you and I would have the same experience because we both just sat back and watched a robot beat the bad guy for us.
What are we gonna do?
I told you. We're gonna hang out. Gonna watch a movie.
Besides that, there is no difference in a Minutemen or Railroad ending, except with them, you have friends coming with you. With the Brotherhood of Steel, it's just Maxon and a bunch of random soldiers as you run around the Institute. In other words, if you want to actually do something that is fun to play, the Brotherhood of Steel is not the ending for you. Reason number 4, the Brotherhood of Steel is canonically a bunch of virgins. Every time you enter the Pridwin, you have a chance of hearing an announcement, announced over the PA system. It seemed like every time that I got on, the announcement was something like, "Don't have sex with the locals."
Attention all personnel. I'm disappointed I need to address this, but unsanctioned social contact with Commonwealth natives is strictly prohibited.
Look, I don't want to be a dick to the armed services or anything, but I've known quite a few Marines and Navy members and Army members in my time. And one thing they all say is the coolest thing about joining is to go from a relative nobody to someone who could wander the entire globe and have sex with the locals and drink in local bars and, get the local flavor. Again, I know that I'm dumbing it down here a lot, but if you take that off the table, plus the fact that the Brotherhood of Steel serves a creed, not a nation, in other words, they're not getting paid with money, what do you really have left? Would you join the army if you didn't get to travel around to cool, unique places and you didn't get to talk with locals there? Only relatively few members get to be in power armor, so it's not that either. Nate would know better than anyone, having served in the military himself, and I think he would be one of the first to point out how lame of an army the Brotherhood of Steel is. Reason number 5. Maxon is completely dogmatic in his beliefs. Look, this can either be a pro or a con, depending on what you think a synth is. But please, I'm begging you, think logically here, okay? Most of the people in the Commonwealth hate and fear the Institute because the Institute is messing with them. Maxon sent 2 scouting teams into the Commonwealth to look for technology.
So is it any wonder people are afraid of technology?
Technology!
But that's not why he's here, is it? He tells you why he's here in the first time that you meet him.
Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb.
Hey, over here.
The synth, a robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy, itself.
He thinks the Institute is going to take over the world. There is no gray for Maxon. You cannot release the synths. You cannot use the synths as robot labor. You cannot collect the technology in the Institute. They can teleport, and you cannot collect that technology at all. You can only destroy everything in the Commonwealth. This is consistent with Maxon's character, and that's the problem. Maxon does not care about the happiness of his or other people, and he does not care about keeping those people safe from the dangers that already exist.
Now I'm gonna starve!
I missed the part where that's my problem.
All he cares about is ensuring another Mariposa does not occur. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I'm simply pointing out that they offer you little to no role-playing ability. Number 6, they don't have an end game. Most people love to throw this out about how the Institute is written or how the Railroad is written, but I think it mostly comes down to not liking the answers they receive in those cases. In the case of the Brotherhood of Steel, however, this really is true. Once the Institute has fallen and the Brotherhood has hunted down all the rogue elements of each faction to their liking, presumably they're gonna have the same presence they have at the beginning of the game.
What do we do now? What the hell do we do now?
Oh, that is to say, none. They'll leave. They'll get in their bird and fly away. I'm not saying they should have an endgame for every scum-sucking wastelander, but rest assured that the future of the Commonwealth is one that does not include the Brotherhood of Steel. Reason number 7. No one endorses them. Every group comes with a built-in co-signer, right? A companion who's going to wander around with you and whisper in your ear and tell you, oh, the Institute is so great, or the Railroad is so great. This means that they like and progress their own story the more you do things for the organization in question. Each organization also has what we might call exit points. These are points where the stakes raise in the narrative enough to where you are supposed to question if you really plan to keep going with the original choice. However, on the Brotherhood of Steel, this basically comes with a bunch of exits. Early on, they make you betray your co-signer. They send you out with Paladin Dance, someone who you presumably like, and they tell you to kill him. And the co-signer next most designed to co-sign their decisions is built to be apprehensible to the Brotherhood of Steel. I don't think this was an accident. I think the authors are begging you to pay attention to what you are doing and bail out of the Brotherhood of Steel.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
And there you have it. 7 reasons the Brotherhood of Steel is a bad choice for you, the player, in Fallout 4. I hope you aren't too mad. See, I baked it with love. But seriously, if you like what I do here, go ahead and subscribe. I make a new Fallout video every week, and here's a little sample of my work, so feel free to watch one of these before you go. And until next time, see you around.